Welcome to Health Matters. I'm your host, Anita Mohan. We have an exciting show for you today. We are going to be focusing on my favorite subject, which is Ayurveda. And I have two specialists here with me to discuss the benefits and how we can use it as preventive medicine. So I have Renu Chaudhary back in the studio, and a new guest, we have Shail Guggali. Welcome to
Sir.
Yes, and that's a big issue. I find there's a lot of people that I hear, that are falling sick, and a lot of it has to do with the food that they eat or the lack of exercise. So I asked you before I brought you on the show, is that what can we do? Let's say we've been diagnosed with a disease. So let's say we've been diagnosed with diabetes, right? So now diabetes is so rampant. There's always one member in our family that has it.
Yes.
Now and I know, Shail, you've been diagnosed with diabetes and you used Ayurveda to help you not go on medication.
That's
so
right.
talk about that, because that's very exciting.
This is a very interesting journey. About 5 years ago, I was diagnosed because, the parameter of greater than 7, you get a result 2 times fasting and you are
Diabetic.
yeah,
Right.
You're a person living with diabetes then. And I did start with the medications, just the way everyone does.
Right.
The doctor recommended. But somewhere I said, this is something more than just medications. It is something that is within my control. That's why it's called as a lifestyle disorder.
Right.
So I said, let me just do something which is within my control to do. And the background of Ayurveda, I had been reading for the past, just as casual reading.
Right.
Lucky for me, that came to my rescue there.
Right.
And I said, why don't I explore that?
Right.
And I just went to an Ayurvedic healing place,
Right.
but with a difference. This was a place where I would also be doing a 3-month course, studying it.
Right.
Because I wanted to understand it. Just like I've been living in the West for so long that you have to prove it to me, everything.
Right.
Okay. So I basically went and studied it, and then I applied it on me. This procedure called as Ayurvedic Detoxification or Panchakarma.
Right.
I did it for a month, and of course I studied for 3 months there, and I came back here, and I went back to my doctor, and I did the whole test again.
Right.
And he was amazed.
Right.
He said, what did you do?
Yeah.
For starters, he could see, of course, the weight.
Weight had gone down.
I was grossly overweight. Diabetes, that is the number one thing that you have to take care of.
Right.
But without a crash diet or, this was a detox. So it is sort of a byproduct
Right.
of doing this detox that the weight would automatically reduce.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you, because people are always struggling with weight.
Yes.
And, detox is a good way to start. So if you
Absolutely.
detox, instead of going, people go on diets, they get frustrated, and then they stop diets because they're not working. They hit a plateau and they're like, okay, I give up. So they stop exercising and they stop dieting because they think that it's not working.
absolutely.
So, but when they get something that works, so for you, you found something that worked and then you were passionate about it. So I think detox is a very good topic to start with. And now that we're, with summer, we're going into fall and winter, is this a good time for us to cleanse our bodies, or is it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because
So